Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Weblog. We are Monday, November the 16th, I would say. Yeah, 2015. It's actually a bit past midnight, so we're really on Tuesday. But since Monday Night Raw hasn't aired yet, well, I mean, for some people it's still Monday. Oh god, I'm hungry. Which is pretty ironic since I'm watching SmackDown. There's a match with Ryback, whose motto is "Feed me more." You know, it's feeding time. Yeah, it's feeding time. All right. Anyway, yeah. So, the state of emergency, the days of national mourning. What else? There was a minute silence at noon, which is, I mean, it's really easy to do a minute silence when, like me, you can spend hours upon hours not talking at all. Not to mean any disrespect, but yeah. So today starts the beginning of what should be 2 long weeks, I guess. It starts off pretty slow, and I don't think the pace ever picks up. Tomorrow, I had a class at 4 p.m. today. I have no classes tomorrow. I have one class in the afternoon. On Wednesday, I have one class on the afternoon. On Thursday, I have only the Friday that's full. And a class on Saturday morning. After which, well, I guess there's nothing that will be done in groups because, I mean, it's highly advised that you don't do that kind of stuff, even though we're really far from the events and from all the people, from where the people have been arrested leave, though I'm not entirely sure. There was one guy who apparently was arrested in Grenoble, which is not that far. I mean, it's still like 400-500 kilometers, still pretty close. Yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely at my university. I'm not entirely sure that the security measures are exactly going to be that effective. I mean, when I got in, I know that the place, there are two ways to enter the university now. From the bottom of the campus. I mean, it's the bottom because it's on a hill, so there's really a top and a bottom. The bottom, where I guess the controls, the checks are more thoroughly done. Because I live on a student residence. Which means that, which is just across the road from the university. So that means that as a student, well, I mean, I'm pretty safe. I don't have to really show my student ID because, well, the guys who do the security are, I mean, they see me coming from the whole buildings. But even then, I guess, I mean, I maybe would feel more safe if they just asked me to take my card out instead of me willingly doing it. And them only tell me, yeah, you need it inside. Yeah, sure, I know. I mean, I'm a student. I mean, I don't feel not safe. I don't feel unsafe by any means, but guess I should. state of emergency after all. Yeah. So what else? Yesterday, I think I did the video weblog before the big quarterfinals really kicked off. I mean, sure, there was already Paul, who had won against R9K. There was S4S. No, Paul won against R9K on Friday night. Who did Paul play? Oh, they played S4S. So Paul won 2-0 against S4S. The first scorer for an int was Putin. I should have remembered. I mean, I watched parts of the match. It was really interesting. Int was doing some great work. Yeah, one match that I mean, one team that I wouldn't have seen that good was AN, who just, I mean, they worked Germany to Fitz. Oh, that was nasty. Can take a spill on Ryback, I guess, huh? Yeah, AN was the Germany to Fitz Brazil. They won 7-1. It was just, oh, it was terrible to see that. I guess that Fluid Jesus abandoned Fit for the quarterfinals. No, but really, if you see the match, it was just, oh, it was not pretty at all. That much I can tell you. What else can I say? So yeah, who did it win against to go in the semifinals? They won 3-0. I watched the match. I think it was against H. Yeah, it might have been against H. H put up a good match, but wasn't enough. What? How do you expect me to believe that a wrestler like Kalisto can do a sunset flip on Ryback, huh? You cannot make me believe that. And he holds him until the 2 count. That's not possible. And who did out win against? It was a pretty large score too. I think it was 4 or 5-2. I mean, I'm gonna check the brackets. Being here, it's pretty cold. Meaning, if I had filmed that video around 8:30 p.m., we would have said, "Hey, I'm back in Montpellier and my apartment is fucking cold, mate." So, in playing rigged. 2015 410 Autumn Baby Cup. So, quarterfinals. Oh yeah, they won against out 4-1. And there was a 3-1 at halftime. A fucking leaf. It was, no, but really, it was not pretty seeing AN just do whatever they wanted with Fate. Oh yeah, it's Con Destroyer who scored for WG. Ah yeah, I remember that. Con Destroyer, what a great player. And the semifinals ended with a 2-0 on each side. Paul won 2-0 against, lost 2-0 to Int, with an opening goal from Spurde. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm not fluent in Finnish. And Putin. And out won 2-0 against AN in one of the best matches I've ever seen. It was just A-level trolling. Though, I mean, A is not high enough. I mean, I would go all Japanese and said it was an S-rank troll. The first half was, I think, so the alt manager said that the only thing he said to the streamers was, well, put on preset 2 and wing it. Except for the beginning of the match against AN, the streamer only forgot to put them on offensive, and they were on defensive, and it was 40 minutes of back passing. That was not nice. 100% pass completion. That was pretty fucking terrible, I'm telling you. No, but really, when they changed back to offensive, they still had the ball a few more minutes. I mean, at the end of the first half, the possession was 90-10. So you just can understand just how bad it was. And then it was the first goal was from Smokey the Bear. The two goals were from Smokey the Bear. It was on the 72nd and the 79th minutes. Yeah, so two very close goals. The first one we already thought that it was over because AN was not able to go through the defense lines of out. While out was barely trying to go out from their own half of the pitch, but at the moments when they did, well, they were pretty dangerous. Oh, and then the third place match, I think that it was a conspiracy by the Jews because, well, Mulp had decided to do a physical third place trophy. And Paul won 4-2 against AN. And the Jews had a hat trick, which is really interesting because Paul has so many undermining elements to its Nazi rhetoric. You know, when they play in Crusader kits, they have this goal horn, which is a song by a group a band whose founder has a Jewish sounding name, but it's not actually Jewish. But the band has a lot of songs that are inspired by the Cathars, which were heretics, called the Church of Satan by the Pope, and were heavily crusaded on in the 13th century until pretty much their end at the end of the Inquisition in Italy in the 15th century. And their manager is Jewish, and apparently one of their best players is the Jews, whose goal horn is a Israeli remix of the club song What the Fuck, where he says Oi Gewalt, which is really funny. I shouldn't laugh at that. It starts with him saying Oi vey, and oh god, and like, how does Paul cope with having the Jews have a hat trick, and Doom Paul having the other goal? I mean, the last goal by the Jews at I think it was the last. I don't think it was when it was the brace. The last goal had the Jews being hugged by Hitler, and it was one of the greatest moments of this cup. Though I should say that Old Man Sue was stoned out of his own mind. I think it was in Out versus AN. he was in such a state. It was amazing. Though it might have been during Paul versus AN, because he was waiting, because there was always talk about the Moon Man. Yeah, the Moon Man is a player in Paul, which is emulating the KKK. Just so you know. Yeah. So yeah, he was just losing it. He was saying, "Yeah, I know that I see things that shouldn't be moving. They're moving. You know the lines with the text? It's all garbage speech to me." And then, well, there was the final between Int and Out, which, wow, all the puns, in and out, you know, wow, man, dude, memes, LeMayo. Yeah. So Int lost 2-3 to Out. Out scored the first with one some ships. Then there was Grand's Force Brooks. And at halftime it was 2-2 because just before the halftime there was a first goal by Argentina White and then by Putin in the 45 plus. And Out scored very early in the second half with one some ships. And there was just a lot of spaghetti spilled by Int in the last moments of the match and the cup, because they had really Fergie time. If you don't know what Fergie time is, it's basically at that point it's better than proven. When Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager at Manchester United, he used to complain so much that well, he was, you know, some kind of agent provocateur, and usually he would get a lot of extra time, of regulation, stoppage time, injury time, whatever you call it. He had a lot of it, and that made for pretty interesting ends of matches. Yeah. I think that still the top scorer, the top assister, and the Golden Glove of the Cup were teams that were out pretty early. I think, I'm not entirely sure. I think that the top scorer still was yeah, top scorer is Take It to the Vet with 8 goals. I think he's on the same amount of goals than as Futa Alternative. Yeah, the top goal scorers are Canadian Goose, Take It to the Vet, Futa Alternative, and London. Futa Alternative, you gotta realize that Futa Alternative scored his 8 goals during the group stage and the round of 16 because D lost to H. Well, I mean, I was on the statistics page, so shouldn't have done it. The top assist is Gun Destroyer, which is pretty interesting because well, they went to the quarterfinals. The top saves was Ika-chan, though I would have said that Build Wall, who is Paul's goalkeeper, had a lot of saves in the match against Int and all that. Oh god, Adult GIF still have JAV as one of their players, huh? JAV, Japanese adult videos, so Japanese porn. And yeah, 22 saves by Ika-chan, 21 saves for AI Borland, Build Wall, and The Gay. So yeah, Ika-chan. C, I think that C was eliminated before even the end of the group stage. That's just how much they relied on Ika-chan. It still didn't count. Yeah, C was in group group. Where are they? They were in Group F. Their goal difference was 1 plus 1. And it was it was really fun to see the reactions during AN versus Fit, like the Gym of Fit. Well, I said the Gym of Fit, but there was the City of Fit, the whole stuff. Fit, because there's a 1 and an I and a T, so a 1 and a 7 in Lead Speak. Minus 6 goals. The ever so dreaded minus 6 goals. What else can I say? Yeah, it was good and all. I mean, the only thing that I didn't like about the cup was when we got eliminated. The only thing SP can do when they smug post is talk about that together forever bullshit that they will eat and also shove it up their ass because they sacked their manager after a loss in what can only be called a glorified friendly. The knockout run of a Baby Cup is nothing more than glorified friendlies. And I'm not saying that because A got eliminated in the round of 16, because they might have, there were 90-10 possession away from losing to the winner of the cup, because I think that AN would have just eaten into live. While on A, we can smug post on AN, and they're all saying, yeah, there's and they are the ones who say that we are the bad fans. I hate this do nothing kind of set of mind, because they are the ones who started Together Forever, because they couldn't just fucking have something of their own. They always had to rely on us, because we're the better team, and we are going to stay in the elites, while you, who sacked Bochum Brew after when it was needed, because it was needed way before losing to S4S in a match that was very close. I don't understand why you sent him home then, while you could have sent him home in the week between the 7 points and your loss to S4S. I mean, would have made more sense. I mean, hell, go managerless. It worked pretty fine for CGL. I think they went to the semifinals. Well, on the other hand, we at A wanted to keep our managers, which is pretty interesting. So yeah. I mean, yeah, it's nearly 1 AM, so I guess I'm gonna cut now. Thank you, and goodbye, and get fucked, SP. I'm pretty sure that I've heard one terrible thing. MLP is already testing their team. What the hell? What the hell is MLP doing? They are a bad thing for the cup. Mark my words. And I'm saying that I love My Little Pony, but they're fuck them. There's a conspiracy, and I'm pretty sure that it's not a conspiracy, it's facts. Goodbye.